Hi, so in this video I want to talk about a topic which I feel has, if I can articulate it correctly, has a really positive message behind it. So yeah, so in this video I'm going to talk about um, dealing with a false consensus while dealing with bad influences. Okay, so what can happen is often a person might have really bad sources of negativity and bad influences in people who say false things and all kinds of toxicity around them. And one of the things that these people often do is they often in a way sort of gang up on people. Okay, this is it's just what they do. It's how they work. Okay, they when they perceive a good person, it just for some reason they just gang up and try to spread toxicity and target that person for that toxicity. So what can happen is a good person who is a genuinely good person, a beautiful person, a person who is empathetic and who is generally a good person might get targeted by all these bad people in a way, and they might start saying toxic things and false things and just um, throw all kinds of negativity to this person. What can happen is this person might end up thinking that because this negativity is coming from so many sources, that it's somehow a legitimate consensus that there is something actually wrong with that person, which is absolutely not true. And so what it can do is it can make a person sort of lose value for themselves and lose value for others, because what is happening is a person being good, when a good person acts good and is generally a positive person, and when despite this a lot of negativity is coming to that person, like what's the next step for that person? What can such a person do? So in that way a person has nowhere left to nothing left to express. That is what can happen to such a person, and such a person might lose value for themselves, which is absolutely false. You should never do that. And another thing that might happen is because this person is trying everything and nothing seems to be no amount of positive um, feedback in a way is coming back to them, they might lose this sense of positivity towards other people. And like I said, this false consensus can sort of make this person think as though this is to in a way the whole world is this way, when it's absolutely not. The world is full of good people, the world is full of positive people, the world is full of genuine and empathetic and loving people who will form great bonds with this person. It's just that this person might be surrounded or have a lot of bad influences coming towards them. So I feel it is very important to not think that everyone is this way. It's just a few of these bad influences that have somehow become concentrated, and that bad information is coming to you. It is very important to understand that this information, that there's something that a positive person is negative, this false information that is coming from them, it is very important to realize and be rational about this, and to think that this information is wrong, and that that person is indeed, there is nothing wrong with that person. He or she is a great person, and there are a lot of other great and beautiful people out there in the world that will form genuine, beautiful bonds with you. So it is important to remember that these beautiful people, they are out there. These great, wonderful people, there is a lot of them, and they're out there. So do not believe that false consensus that these bad people might try to tell you that there is, that there's something wrong with you and that the whole world is bad. No, it's not that way. There's a lot of good people out in the world. You are a good person, and there's a lot of other good people out there in the world who will love to have you in their life, and you will love having them in your life. So it is very important to remember this, to have a positive outlook, uh, a positive way of seeing the world, and a positive way of seeing yourself, and looking forward to having more positive experiences with other people, and yeah, to generally believe in a good way of connecting with others, because these good, beautiful people, uh, we have them in the world, okay, who will like you, because that is who you are as well. So do not fall for that false consensus, and keep having a positive way of looking at the world. Okay, so that's just a few thoughts that I wanted to say on this. Hopefully, I was able to articulate it, at least in a somewhat way that it made some sense. Hopefully, so yeah. If you have any of your own thoughts on this, let me know. And yeah, so hopefully this was a positive message. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you in the next video.